So let's talk about something kind of wild. Your brain is tricking you. Yeah, you heard me right. We're going to uncover the hidden rules that are secretly guiding pretty much every choice you make.
Okay, just for a second, think about the last decision you made. Maybe it was the coffee you bought this morning, or even just the show you decided to watch last night. Now, what if I told you that maybe you weren't the one who actually made that choice? What if something else was pulling the strings?
And that something else, well, it's your own brain, operating behind the scenes without you even realizing it. The truth is, for most of the day, your brain is running on autopilot. Your conscious mind, you're kind of just along for the ride. So, what's its secret mission? You might think your brain's goal is to make you happy or to help you make perfect, logical choices. Nope, not even close. Its number one job, baked into our DNA over thousands of years, is just to save energy at all costs. It's all about being efficient. And how does it pull this off? Well, to save all that precious energy, your brain uses this amazing tool called heuristics. That's just a fancy word for mental shortcuts. You can think of them as little rules of thumb that let you make thousands of decisions every single day without your brain completely frying. Okay, here's a perfect example. Picture this. You're walking down the street looking for a place to eat. You see two restaurants. One has a huge line out the door, and the other's totally empty. What's your immediate thought? The busy one must be better, right? But wait, did you check the reviews? Nope. Did you even glance at the menu? Probably not. Your brain just used a shortcut. Long line equals good food. Boom. Decision made. It filled in the gap for you, all to save you some mental energy. All right, to really understand what's happening under the hood here, we need to dive into two modes of thinking. Think of it like this. You've got an autopilot and you've got a pilot. So we've got system one, which is the autopilot. It's fast, it's emotional, it's totally automatic, it's your gut reaction. Then you've got system two, the pilot. This one is slow, logical, and takes real, actual effort. And here's the kicker. We spend almost our entire day running on the autopilot. It's our brain's default setting. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Imagine you see a huge sign that says sale. Your autopilot, system one, just lights up and screams, "Buy it now!" It's an instant emotional rush. It takes your pilot, system two, to wake up, rub its eyes, and go, hang on a second, do I actually need this? And let's be real, how often does the slow, logical pilot win that fight? Yeah, not that often. So this is where things get tricky. Because we rely so much on that fast, automatic autopilot, we fall into these predictable mental traps. Let's break down a few of the big ones that are probably messing with your decisions every single day. Okay, first up, loss aversion. Let me ask you this. What feels worse, losing $20 or how good it feels to find $20? For almost everyone, the pain of losing is way, way stronger. And it's not just a feeling. Psychologically, the pain of a loss is about twice as powerful as the pleasure of a gain. I mean, look at this. Gaining $100 feels pretty good, right? But losing 100? Oof, that's just gut-wrenching. This imbalance is everything. Our brains are wired to play defense. It's not about winning, it's about not losing. And this isn't just a fun little quirk, it has huge, real-world consequences. This is exactly why people panic sell their investments when the market dips. Their autopilot brain is just screaming, get out, avoid the pain. And so they sell, usually at the worst possible time, all because that fear of losing more is just completely overwhelming. All right, let's talk about the next big one, confirmation bias. Oh boy, this is that stubborn part of your brain that just loves being right. It's like having a personal cheerleader that only shows you information that confirms what you already think, and it shoves everything else under the rug. Think about it. If you think a certain idea is great, you're going to click on articles and watch videos that all agree with you. You'll seek out the experts who are basically just saying, yep, you're right. This creates this bubble, this echo chamber, where your own beliefs just get louder and louder, and you never have to question them. And that is a really dangerous way to make decisions. Okay, so our brain avoids loss and loves being right. But what about the hard stuff? You know, the long-term goals. Why is it so incredibly difficult to save for the future or stick to a diet? Well, the answer is all about brain chemistry. Every time you scroll social media, buy something new, or eat some junk food, your brain gets a little shot of a chemical called dopamine. It feels good. And this creates a craving, a feedback loop for instant pleasure. Now compare that to saving money. Where's the immediate dopamine hit in putting money into a retirement account you can't touch for 30 years? Exactly. There isn't one. And here's the really important thing to get. Your brain isn't broken. It's actually working perfectly for a world that doesn't exist anymore. This system was designed for survival, where finding a berry bush right now was way more important than planning for next winter. The problem is that ancient wiring is now working directly against our modern long-term goals. Okay, I know this might all sound a little depressing, like we're just puppets of our own brains, but here's the good news, and it's a big one. You are not powerless. The second you understand the game your brain is playing, you can start working with it instead of always fighting against it. So how do we do that? How do we take back control? It comes down to 4 simple steps. 1, when a decision actually matters, just slow down. Give your pilot brain a chance to catch up. 2, question that first gut reaction. Ask yourself, wait, is this just my autopilot talking? 3, try not to make big choices when you're super emotional, good or bad. And 4, actively consciously think about the long term. What does this look like in a year, 5 years? Look, if you remember only one thing from all of this, let it be this. Just knowing that these 2 systems exist, that impulsive autopilot and that thoughtful pilot, that's the whole game. That awareness is what gives you the power to decide who's actually in the driver's seat. So the next time you make an impulse buy or a decision you regret later, don't beat yourself up. You're not irrational. You're not broken. You're just human. Your brain is doing exactly what it was built to do. But now you know the secret. This is just the first step to thinking smarter and taking back control of your mind. If you want to keep going on this journey to really understand what makes you tick, then you know what to do. Make sure to subscribe.